Landscaping with roses is easier than ever. Sally has a traditional rose garden, but also uses roses in just about every landscaped bed in her garden. When friends visit your garden, are they surprised to see roses used in so many ways?
They certainly are. I use roses in mixed beds. I use them basically in every bed except the most shadiest, the total shade. They add depth and color. They bloom from late spring until hard frost. I have roses that bloom 6 months. No more care than flowering perennials.
You have such a large property with beautiful full sun exposure and a traditional rose garden. Can you describe it for us today?
I can. My rose garden has about 100 roses, irrigated with a drip system, mostly floribundas and hybrid teas, and some shrub roses from Cords and David Austin. I have companion plants among them, including rose campion, iris, lavender, and even some volunteer fireweed. For vertical interest, 2 westerland climbers grow on an entry arbor. 3 more climbers, Quicksilver, Altissimo, and 4th of July, grow on a shed in one corner. The traditional rose garden is a classic, and I love mine. It's not my only way to enjoy roses, however.
Exactly. Tell us the different ways you use roses in your garden and the unique ways that you select them for those spaces.
I'd love to tell you that. 3 sides of the property have deep borders with flowering trees and shrubs like Japanese maple and rhododendrons and Mexican mock orange. I've combined these plants in the borders for all-season interest. The low-growing roses, coral, and apricot drifts are repeated in all of them to add cohesiveness. There's a large shrub, Olivia Rose Austin, flanking one side of the walkway from the driveway. And China Doll Polyantha is planted under a deciduous magnolia, along with hardy geranium. There's a garden that houses the wellhead, bordered by the driveway and sidewalk to the front door. It has flowering currant and maples. The roses here are the floribundas Julia Child and Hannah Gordon. A long bed on the south side of the property includes everything from large rhododendrons to peonies, hardy fuchsias. There are polyanthas, floribundas, and shrub roses, and in this bed they provide a variety of heights and guarantee color from late spring to late fall.
So let's take a look at the roses that you're using in your partial shade garden.
This area is home to a large pink chestnut tree which casts shade onto Oscar Peterson and Top Gun.
So from personal experience, David Austin roses can thrive well in a shady garden. But I also hear that you have a favorite rose or 2, but we don't want to speak too loudly. We don't want the roses to get jealous.
You know, it's true, Mary, I do. Probably my favorite would have to be South Africa. It's a grandiflora, golden yellow, recommended by every consulting rosarian I know. It's disease resistant and blooms prolifically. It's planted as a transition from the rose garden out to the north bed. However, we can't forget about Violet's Pride. I love it so much. I have 6 of them.
In our last chat, we talked about roses being high maintenance. What's the story with drift roses?
Maria, polyanthas and drifts are the workhorses in my garden. They fill space with continuous color, minimum maintenance. They mix well with everybody and self-cleaning, and that means no deadheading.
Sally's stunning garden exemplifies a visionary approach of wonderment and delight, all the while incorporating roses into the landscape. Thank you, Sally, for sharing your gardening insights with us today.
And thank you, Maria. You know, many of those roses were recommended by the Kitsap County Rose Society members. I sure hope people check it out.
Until our next episode of Planted, remember, the more you grow,
the more you know.